Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to begin with the 7th lesson, that is symmetry, from your mathematics textbook. This will be the 3rd lesson in your geometry section. So now take a paper and fold it in such a way that it will be divided into 2 equal parts. Now unfold the paper, children. You can see the 2 parts and a line in the center. Now make a blob of color on one part of the paper, and now fold the paper and press it a little. Now you can unfold the paper. When you will unfold the paper, you can see what are you able to see? You can see the same shape on the other part. This means the shape obtained is symmetrical about the line of the fold. Means both of them are having same shape. They are at the same distance from the line. Okay. So both of them are symmetrical. Take a paper and a length of thread. Now fold the paper once again in such a way that it is divided into 2 equal parts. Now unfold the paper. After this, we will take a thread which was dipped into a color and place it on one side of the paper. So in this way, I have placed the thread on one side of the paper. Now take the other side and fold it on the first part. Now press a little or keep a hand and pull the thread outside. Now unfold the paper. After unfolding the paper, what are you able to see? Yes, you can see a beautiful picture which is same on both the sides. Yeah, means we can see the shape on the other side of the line will be same like the first part. Okay, this means these two pictures are symmetrical to each other. Thus, from the activities we have learned that the picture obtained on both the side of the paper are symmetrical to each other because they are having same shape and they are at the same distance from the center line. Now we will see the next part, that is reflectional symmetry. Now here you can see the 3 alphabets, that is A, H and M. If I will fold these alphabets in such a way, then you can see that their one part is overlapping on the other part. Okay, means their 2 parts fall exactly on each other. You can now here I have taken a strip of paper. Okay, now I'll keep it on the alphabet A. Now you can see that this strip is dividing alphabet A into 2 parts. Yes, and when we fold these 2 parts, they exactly fall on each other. Such type of symmetry is called as reflectional symmetry. You can see the same with alphabet H. If I keep here and if I fold it, then is alphabet H falling exactly on each other? Same is there with alphabet M. Okay, means when such alphabets which overlap each other, whose 2 parts overlap exactly on each other, are called as reflectional symmetry, and the line, okay, which divides them into 2 parts, that line is called as an axis of symmetry. This straight line, suppose we'll consider it as axis of symmetry, and here at one side I have drawn some lines. Okay, now I'll just draw the reflection of it on the other side. Okay, see here, just I have drawn the reflection. Now when I drew the reflection, children, which alphabets did you get? You got alphabet A, alphabet M and alphabet H. So they are called as reflectional symmetry. Means whatever is on one side, same reflection you are getting on the other side. So this kind of reflection is, or the reflection is called, or this type of symmetry is called as reflectional symmetry. Some of the figures have more than one axis of symmetry. You can see in this figure there are two axes of symmetry. In this figure there are more than two. So some of the figures are having one axis, or some other are having more than one axis of symmetry. Practice set 20. Draw the axis of symmetry of each of the figure below. Which of them has more than one axis of symmetry? So now first we will draw the axis of symmetry of figure 1. I will keep the scale in this way, children. Suppose we are folding these two parts on each other. Will they overlap? Yes, children, they will overlap, means they are exactly same on both the sides. So this is one axis of symmetry. Now if we hold the scale in this way, is it equal on both the side? Yes, so this is the second axis of symmetry of this figure, means this figure is having two axes of symmetry. Now we'll go to the next diagram. Can you see this figures is a triangle? Yes. Now this triangle is having equal sides. Means if we will draw in this way the axis of symmetry, is it same on both the side? Yes, means this is one of the axis of symmetry. Now if we will see, suppose this is the center, and now if I draw axis of symmetry in this way, is it equal on both the side, the parts? It is equal. And now if I draw the axis of symmetry in this way, then also both the sides on the two sides are, or both the parts on the two sides are same. Means this figure is having three axes of symmetry. Okay. Now we'll go for the third figure. Yeah. In the third figure, it is like a house structure. How should be the axis of symmetry? Vertical, horizontal, slanting? Yes, it should be vertical in this way. In this way, if you draw the axis of symmetry, it is dividing the house in two parts. Okay. Now we'll see the last diagram. Is it like a plus sign? So there will be one vertical axis in this way. Also there will be one horizontal axis. Is it dividing in two parts? Now if you will see, if you will make the book in this way, is it like a cross sign? Yes, means in that way also can we draw the axis? Yes, so we can draw slanting two axes which will divide this figure into two parts in this way. So this particular figure is also having total 4 axes of symmetry. So what is asked? Which of them has more than one axis of symmetry? So what is your answer? Figure 1, 2 and 3 are having more than one axis of symmetry. So you can write that statement to the other side. So this is the solution for the first question. Question 2. Write the capital letters of the English alphabet in your notebook. So here I have written it. Okay. Try to draw their axis of symmetry. Which ones have an axis of symmetry? Which one have more than one axis of symmetry? So see that when you draw the axis, the two parts formed should be equal, or they should overlap. Like this thinking you have to keep in mind, and you have to draw the axis of symmetry. So A is having how much axis of symmetry? only one, that is in vertical way. B is having one in horizontal. C is also having one in horizontal. D also one in horizontal. Why? Even E is also having horizontal. See. Now look at B, C, D, E. If we will fold from down to up, are they same up and down? Yes. A, in this part it is same, vertical way. Okay. Now F. We cannot draw any axis of symmetry because if we draw horizontally it is not same up and down, and if we draw vertically it is not same at both the side. Same with G. Now H, if we draw vertical line, is it same on both the side? Even when we draw the horizontal line, is it same on both the side? Yes. Now I, like this also it is same on both the sides, and this way also. J, we don't have axis of symmetry. K, in horizontal way. L, no. M, vertical way. N, no. O, you see, in this way it is same, horizontally, in slanting way. Yeah. P is not having. Q also doesn't have. R, no. S, no. T, yes, in one way. U, in one way. V, in one way. W, vertical. X, yeah, vertical, horizontal, and even slanting way. Yes. Y, vertical way, and Z, no. So alphabets having one axis of symmetry. All which are having axis, everybody are having one axis. So who are they? A, B, C, D, E, H, I, K, M, N, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y. These all alphabets are having one axis of symmetry, and which are having more than one? Just look here. H, I, then O and X. Did you understand the second question? Question number 3. Use color, a thread and a folded paper to draw symmetrical shape. So you have to use like this paper which will be folded. You can take a color thread, keep it here, and then you know what to do. I have done in activity 2. Okay, then apply a gum for this side, paste it under the question, and then you can have your geometrical shape on this paper. Okay, now question 4. Observe various commonly seen objects such as tree leaves, birds in a flight, pictures of historical building, etc. Find symmetrical shapes among them and make collection of them. So anything whatever you see around you, you can draw it and you can show the axis of symmetry. Okay, symmetrical shapes you have to find out. For example, here I have done on this book. You have to use pencil. Okay, so you can draw leaves, then book. Here I have drawn pumpkin or mobile phone, anything like this, and you can show with dotted lines the axis of symmetry. Okay, like this you can do and solve that question number 4. You can draw any 4 objects for question number 4. So now we'll begin with the point drawing symmetrical figures on the graph paper. For this I want you all to remove your textbook and open page number 42. Now I'll just read and explain you. Observe the figure on the graph paper. The line segment AB is drawn on the left of the line L. Now look in the graph paper. We are having a vertical line which is line L. To the left side of it we are having a segment AB. The points A dash B dash are as far on the right of L as A and B are on its left. Means distance of A from line L and distance of B from line L. Same distance we are having of A dash from line L and B dash from line L. Okay. The points A dash and B dash are the images of point A and B. Means is this a reflection like? Yes, it is same like the reflection. Okay. The figure segment A dash B dash is the image of the segment AB. Now you have to verify by measuring the lengths of A and B. So now what you are going to do, children, you will take a scale and keep on AB and measure its length, and then you will keep the same scale on the line segment A dash B dash and you will measure the length. So if you are going to measure it, the length is AB, it is 3 centimeter, and of A dash B dash also it is 3 centimeter. Okay. Now we will look at these two graphs. Okay, down two graphs. In the figure above, the line L divides the figure into two parts. Okay, means this line is having two figures, this line also is dividing the figure into two parts. Do these two parts fall exactly on each other? Verify. Now what you can do, just look in on the screen. Here we are having this graph. Yes, now if we will fold it, children, then we have to check whether they are falling exactly. So here you can check in this way by folding. Okay, or children you can see by counting the lines. I will show you. Now if you will see point Q, is this line in the middle at this is 1 centimeter. Yes, in middle are you having line L? So on this dark pink line, Q we are having, and here also on dark pink line only Q dash we are having, means this distance is same from L. Now we'll go above this 1 centimeter. If you'll see, P is there, then above this 1 centimeter P are we having. But if you'll see here, half, 1 and half, means from line L at 2 centimeter we are having P. We'll check here, half, 1 and half. At again 2 centimeter we are having P dash, means they are exactly, P and Q are exactly overlapping. Yeah, means they will exactly fall on each other. Now we'll check for R. See this half distance, then 1 and 2, means 2 and half it is. Same we'll check, half, 1 and 2. 2 and half we are having R dash from L. If the distance is same, means these two will surely overlap each other. Did we verify it? Now we'll verify the next graph. Again we have to check that whether this part is falling exactly on this or this is falling exactly on this. It is very difficult to fold the paper and check. So by counting we will check. Now you can see, children, this is line L. At now this design will see till here. See, we are having half and half distance, means from line L this shape is at 1 centimeter. Now we'll check other side. Is it at 1 centimeter? Yes. Now we'll check whether these 2 points are at straight line. See, are they at a straight line? This point and this, it is. Now we'll check these two, okay, these points. We'll take scale up. Is it at the same distance? Yes. Now we'll see here also half part and here also half distance, means it is same. Now here 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, and 2 lines further, here also 2 lines further. Now in this curve, in between this there is only 2 lines. Here also are we having 2 lines, and now this and this point will check whether they are at a same distance and same line. Yes, they are at a same line. This pink lines 1, 2, 3 point it is front. Here also pink lines 1, 2, 3 lines it is front. So this also figure will surely fall exactly on each other. Okay. Now we'll start with practice set 21. Along each figure shown below, a line L has been drawn. See, this is the line L. Complete the symmetrical figure by drawing a figure on other side, means this side they have given, this side you have to draw, such that the line L becomes the line of symmetry. Means if this is whatever measurement is this, same measurement you should have the below figure, otherwise the other figure which you have to draw. Okay, now children will just look at figure 1. So here I have done the construction or drawing. I'll show you how to do. See, below this line you will draw a line, but how much to extend? If you will count, this is 6.5 lines. Okay, so that much lines only you will count down, 6.5, and you will draw a line till here. Now this to this distance is 11. Okay, something here they are 3, and then you can see 1 2 3 4, and then this is 5th line, and then 2, means 4 plus 5 9 10 11 lines. So 11 lines will count down and draw this line. Now dark lines, one line outside, so dark lines, one line outside. Okay, then you will come exactly like this and join this part. So in the similar way you have to complete these two figures, and here our lesson number 7 is finished. This practice set 21 just do in the textbook. No need to write in CW.